All right. Good morning,
Leave
everybody.
meeting.
Yes. What was that?
I'm like, leave meeting. Click.
I know,
This
I know,
is like
right?
recording
Yes.
starting now.
No, recording. Yes. So,
Hi,
good morning,
everyone.
everybody. Yes, thank you for joining us this morning. I will be posting this on our YouTube channel later today. So we're recording the meeting this morning. It'll be a brief one, but I did want to hop on and just say hi to everybody and mention a couple things. First off, we have a couple guests with us this morning. So, and we haven't seen them in just a little bit. So I want to introduce them and give them a moment to say hi. First off, we have our VP of Marketing, Josh Pringle. Do you have anything you want to share with us today? Oh, you're muted. Wait, you're muted. I don't know what you're doing, but we can't hear you.
Hi, everybody. It's Indian Outfit Friday.
Oh,
Got on
okay.
my peacock shoes, feeling very peacocky today. Just like my one quick announcement that I have is 4th of July is just around the corner. If you would like something custom made for you to post on your social media sphere, now is the time to reach out to me, not the 3rd of July. Today is the day.
Right,
So please start
right.
reaching out to me. You can include a graphic that you would like to use, or I can plug one in. All it is it's going to be the graphic, your information, and your photo, and like happy 4th of July, just something really simple and clean. I'll be creating something obviously for all of the companies to share out. But if you would like something personalized for yourself, now's the time to start saying hello.
Perfect. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday, Josh and I sat with two of our agents and we created, they are doing a 12-month marketing plan, which most of you all have for your farms, if you have a farm. And we created their materials quarterly. So we're trying not to do it every month because it just never works out that way. So we actually got July and August done yesterday, and we even got some
September
ideas for
is,
September laid out, right?
yep.
Exactly. So that piece works so well when you set the appointment in advance with Josh and get it done rather than trying to do it last minute, because we were able to make some tweaks and changes that we wouldn't have if especially even to one that we kind of moved some of the content into September. So we realized that they
Right.
didn't have to do that extra work then.
We
So
picked up an extra postcard out of that, and spending that 1 hour made them 3 months of advertising and marketing for them to send out, so that
right.
for the next 3 months, they don't have to come see me. They can spend their time making calls and going out and showing property and selling houses.
Right. Right. Super
Stephanie
useful.
just melted and loved that whole moment.
I did. It was great. All right. So next up, we oh Josh, did you have anything else you wanted to share? You're
That's
good.
it. So
Okay.
4th of July, now's the time.
Awesome. Sounds good. Craig, we see you there. Good morning.
Hi,
Luke,
Craig.
if you want to pop on and come say hi and tell us anything we need to hear about escrow. How's escrow doing?
Good morning, everybody. Escrow is doing phenomenal. We do have a lot of deals going into escrow now. I know Amy just put in one, so that's super exciting. Yeah, escrow's good. Interest rates are going up a little bit, so that's causing a little, red flags here and there, but
Yeah.
all is well. As you know, we're the in-house escrow company for you, so we're all here to help you in any way that we can, whether it's getting you sellers estimates, ordering prelims for you, helping your seller get the correct documents that they need to clear title for the escrow to close. That is what we're here for. Any escrow questions, I'm here to help you out with.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Luke. We appreciate you being here this morning. A few more
Thank you.
faces popped on. Craig and Andrina, good to see you both this morning. How are you? Good, good. Good week. All right, awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, so this morning, actually, I wanted to share something with all of you that that Jeff and I have been working on, and we're going to get Josh included in it as well. I told you guys a little while ago I was going to be setting up something called Calendly for me and for you guys and for everybody in the office. But I was having some challenges with it. We got worked through those challenges this week, and I now have a link that you guys can use, and I'm going to send it out at the end of this meeting. I will send you an email, but every one of my email signatures, and let me real quick, I'm going to pull one up just so you can see it and see exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see.
It's on your email footer.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So what I'm going to do is just share my screen with you so you can see where it is on my email signature. And I'm actually just sharing a live email with you. So this is one of the emails in my, wait a minute, sorry, is that the right one? Yeah, okay. So this is one of my emails in my inbox. At the bottom of my email signature, it says to book an appointment with me now. Click here. When you click that, are you still seeing that screen? No, you're not. I just stopped that share. So let me move over to the other screen. Once you see that, you'll get into this window and it gives you options to choose different appointments with me. I do have one in here for recruiting, but I also have one if you want to just grab lunch with me. I'm available from 12 to 2 if you want to do something outside of the office. But I also have appointments in here for 15-minute meetings, 30-minute meetings, 60-minute meetings are what I recommend if you need help writing contracts, especially if it's your first one. Please don't book a 15 or 30-minute meeting with me. You just know it's going to take us longer than that. And then I also have a 90-minute meeting in here that's available for business planning. It says business planning only. If you and I need an extended meeting, then I'll probably tell you to book that one. But I generally am going to ask that you reach out to me first to let me know if you need that much time. For the lunch meetings, you can generally book those within 15 minutes. If I'm available that day, you can grab me and I'm happy to go to lunch with you. For some of the others, it requires a little bit more notice. But if you ever get in there and you're not able to book me for something that you need, please just text or call me. It's just an easier way for you guys to find when I'm available. And I've tweaked my calendar enough to be able to make it so that this will work and you guys can get in and choose times with me and we can get together. Same day appointments are fine. In most cases, you can book for some of the shorter ones, you can book with an hour's notice. Some of the longer ones, I do ask for 2 hours notice just so that I have the time and the ability to move things around if I need to. But that is my way of trying to make myself more available for you. Jeff is set his up with me the other day and he's in the process of creating all the appointments. And then the next person we're going to get online with it is Josh. It's for a couple of reasons. It's first of all to make us more accessible to you, but it also helps to protect our time and to protect our calendar so that we make sure that we're able to get our lead gen time in and we're able to get in all the other things that we need to do. Plus, just giving me the notice, it worked out okay for the first year that we were in this office to have everybody just kind of pop in when you needed me and I was available for that. But to be candid, it just doesn't work anymore. Even if it's 15 minutes notice, I just need to know that you're coming in to meet with me so I can get what I'm doing out of the way and make sure that I'm available to move on to you. What I don't like having happen is when you come in and you need something from me in the middle of it, you're getting this from me. I just don't like doing that. And I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to dedicate time to you. It's also where we make mistakes is when I'm trying to do two things at once. And so I don't just want to make sure we're being careful and make sure that you guys are getting the time you need from me. So that's available. It's up and running. I'll send an email to you guys all at the end of this. So you have my new email signature if you didn't already. And I also, it's in my contact. So if you want, do you guys raise the hands if you want me to, or put in the chat, if you want me to send you my contact, I can send you the revised one so you have the link for it in there. The lunch one could be margaritas, but I would generally say book me at 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm
Especially
good
on a Thursday when I'm there, so we can all get together.
Yes, as a matter of fact, if you look at the booking lunch with Steph, it says on Thursdays I come with a side of Josh. Those are good days that if you need me, and you're able to add guests. So let's say that you wanted to add Jeff or Josh into an appointment with me, you'd be able to do that. You can add one of them in. So if let's say that you wanted to kind of do in-depth marketing review on what your plan is for the next 12 months, you're more than welcome to book us for lunch. We can do it in the office or out of the office. It just kind of makes us all a little more flexible and available. And I see Jeff just jumped on as well, so we'll give him a few minutes to get connected. And then Jeff, I'd love to hear a little bit from you about some greenhouse stuff and tech talk. I was just sharing with everybody that we set up Calendly and that we have appointments ready. Mine's all set to go. I know you're working on yours, and we're going to get Josh next. So yeah, do you guys have any questions about that? Any questions or any more suggestions? If you see any other appointments that I'm missing on here, that's something that you'd like to see on there, please let me know. Good to see you, Jeff.
How are you?
Good, good. Do you want to take it for a minute? Do you have anything to share with us? New stuff about Greenhouse and Moxie?
Yeah, so everything with Moxie, the launch has been delayed just a bit. There was some licensing issues. Everything that we had access to and Impress is still there. But they're getting us a provision to launch that product very soon.
The CRM portion of it, right? Everything else we had before is all still there. We're just waiting for that last part to drop, which is the CRM.
Yeah, and it's totally based because of the licensing between Realogy and Microsoft. It's a hard handshake. But she was speaking about Calendly. You can now book time with me as well. It's very easy. I'll share my link with you guys if you want to book time where we sit down and we can actually go through. We had a conversation yesterday, Josh and Stephanie and I, about what every agent that works for Better Homes and Gardens Desert Lifestyle Property should be able to do within the greenhouse. Make a flyer, create a presentation, the basics. I'll be more than happy to walk you guys through that, or I'll walk you through all the way through the greenhouse level by level. Very soon to start, videos are going to be, I'm going to be generating videos that you can use as a reference to go through training specific parts of the greenhouse that I think are the most beneficial. I'll start with those and then try to cover everything.
Right. And we're going to add
there
those
are
to our
already-
YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
there are videos there now for everything that we currently have. Maybe my videos will be a bit more engaging and you guys will want to watch my videos, but I'm going to show you, you know, just the easier way, like the tricks and the shortcuts here and there. You know, their corporate trains a very specific way. I can probably show you guys how to use things a little bit differently. I think that would be the benefit of me doing the little videos. But yeah, I'm here. That's what I'm here for, guys. I'm in Palm Desert on Tuesdays, Yucca Valley on Wednesday, and then back Palm Springs on Friday and Monday. But you can use my Calendly. You can book me wherever you want. If you want to drive up to the high desert, you can book me up there. But there's really some cool features, guys, that are just really not being used by all of the agents. Text BHGRE, I know you guys got really started in that, but that is a huge win for everyone. If everyone goes into my greenhouse later on and just goes all the way down to the bottom of the left, all of the data on the left side, you'll see my greenhouse. In there is a listing dashboard that gives you all of the information related to your listing agents, your QR code, your text BHGRE number. It's a go-to reference sheet, and there's links there to market with Pinpoint, to market with print marketing, market with social media tools. So it's a one-stop shop for creating desire or creating marketing for your product.
Right. And you may not want to do every piece on every listing. You know what I mean? Like some listings, we don't need to print flyers. Some listings, we don't need to do just listed, just sold postcards. You know, if it's out of your normal farm area, maybe you decide you don't want to do that. But it's a nice little checklist of everything that you can do, everything that's available for you to do. And I really did like when Jeff showed this to Josh and I yesterday, and I really liked that everything was in one place for all of your listings, but each listing has its own sheet that shows you everything, and everything down to that QR code that has, and all the jobs and everything that are available for it. So what we've also identified, Jeff and Josh and I yesterday identified who has been in front of Jeff and who hasn't. And so for those of you that haven't, we're going to be reaching out to you individually. And to be honest, I want to make sure you guys know, like, I'm not asking you to just get in front of Jeff because I want you in front of Jeff. What we did yesterday was we went through the list of those of you who haven't. We identified which pieces of Moxie were going to be most important to you. And we've decided that we're going to have Jeff target you on those with those pieces first. So if you're somebody that leans heavily into social media, that's the thing we're going to have him show you. If you're somebody that leans heavily into farming, then we may have him show you, like, you know, the actual male farming, we may have him show you Pinpoint. So whatever the piece is that you're going to need, that's where we're going to lean into, and that's what we're going to have him show you. So it's not, I just don't want anybody to feel like we're shoving tools down your throat. We really only want you to use the pieces that are going to be most beneficial to you. And now that we're all learning them on such a deep level, it's again that mantra that I've always said is that I'm going to know what to get you in front of, and all three of us really have that good feeling for that now, and we are individually looking at how you guys can use these programs and what's going to benefit you. So just when we pull you
Stephanie,
along, please come our way.
Can I share my screen? Is there any way I can share my screen and show?
Yeah, let me
that-
just make sure I give you permission to do that.
I'm a show me kind of guy. What about you guys?
Yeah,
Show me.
too. Okay, yeah, you're good to go.
Oh, I'm not sure how to do it exactly.
Down at the bottom, put your mouse down to the bottom and you'll see a little toolbar that'll pop up, and share screen is the green button right in the center.
Oh, I see.
Just this morning, John asked me if we wanted to use something other than Zoom, and I was like, "Oh man, I know how to use Zoom really well."
Right.
I know.
Oh, it's asking for all of these system preferences. Let's see. It's security on my side.
Okay. I was going to say, I think I took I think I made it so that, yeah, you should be
I
able to.
think it's yeah, it was security settings on my Mac. That was
Okay.
it's gonna make me log out and log back in.
Oh,
But anyhow,
okay.
guys, it's super easy to find. Literally
You want me to go into it?
log into. Yeah,
Why don't I
show
do
them.
that?
So it's
I'll do that.
it's a or I could open it on my computer and just flip my computer around and show
Yeah,
you
no,
that.
I got you. I got you. Just tell me where you want me to go.
I just want you to log in and
Sorry, I was logged in a second ago. Oh no, you know what? I just had to reset my password this morning. I'm sorry. Remember, because yesterday I couldn't, I'm sorry, I just couldn't get in because yesterday I had to reset the password and it hasn't resolved yet.
but anyhow, you guys know how to get into the greenhouse. That's the most important part. If you don't, contact me. I can reset your password for you. When you log in, it's the very bottom choice, like the very bottom of all of the selections, my greenhouse. And there's a ton of information right there for you. You can actually grab all of the company's logos. They're right there for you to grab if you need them for anything that you're creating marketing.
The
or,
resources
promotion.
that are available to the agents through that to you guys they're amazing, and they really do come in handy when you didn't get in touch with Josh in time, when you didn't set that appointment, and let's say you're going to do your open house. It's happened to every single one of us. You're going to do your open house that morning, you realize either you didn't print the flyers or you printed them and you left them in the office and you need some more, right? And you just need to create a flyer real quick. This is your answer for that. Like when you had a closing at like 4:00 on Friday. And oh, thank you, Craig. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
Where do you want him to go, Jeff?
Just down, you see my greenhouse at the very bottom.
My greenhouse right there,
Yep.
That's the one.
and go where?
So jump to the listing dashboard. Awesome. Now, if you have current listings, you can change the filter listings in the middle, Craig, from company listings to my listings.
Where at?
It's just a little drop down. It's a drop down just to the left of that.
Just to the
This
left,
one?
yeah.
Property
To
filter?
the left. To the left.
Oh, there we go.
Right there.
So which one you want to go to? My listings, a company list?
My listings. And then apply.
Yeah, these are mine here, right here.
So there are your options of what you can do. You can look at this listing on bhgre.com, or you can market this listing. So go ahead and select market this listing on one of your 3 listings there, whichever you like.
There we go. This is the one I just had a price reduction.
Oh, great. And that's actually a perfect time to come in here and start looking at this
Perfect
stuff.
time. Yeah,
I hit it, but I don't see anything happening.
it's spinning up top.
Oh, it's still.
Guys, I will say this. It's been brought to the attention of everyone throughout corporate that there's been about a 20 to 30% speed reduction on the network since Moxie has launched. They're regaining that speed currently, but there's just a lot of information flowing right now, so it's bogging the system down. So right here, you have everything that you need to successfully market this property. There's your text BHGRE number at the bottom.
Yeah, see that.
And then up at the top, you have your QR code, which will, when that QR code is used, it will take you directly to the bhgre.com listing of that property. And then marketing your property, you have the digital marketing center, printing marketing center, market with Pinpoint, share with the social media tool. And all of those are exactly what they sound like. The digital marketing center, don't let it fool you. You can create things there and still download a PDF to upload yourself. You
Jeff,
can still create
for
something.
the Boost My Listing piece, when are they going there? Is that in lieu of what they're doing in other places, or is that in addition to?
So that's a very good question, Stephanie. So a lot of people spend money or resources, should I say, on boosting through social platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, and we have a big steer there, no doubt. But this is where you want to boost your listing. If you come into this page, if you go into Boost My Listing, instead of paying Facebook, now you're paying the powers that be throughout corporate, but you're boosting your listing to get more exposure on things like CNN. Well, as you're going to click on it, you'll see. So scroll down just a little bit, Craig. So here are some, see, like viewed on ESPN, HGTV, the New York Times. That's where we're looking for exposure versus our Aunt Jane's Facebook. You know, so this is where money is better spent here. And when you use Pinpoint, for those of you that can follow me on Pinpoint, or any type of actually marketing based on geographic or location, you're not always wanting to market to that exact area around the home. We know where our buyers are coming from. You may want to do a boost or a campaign that's targeted to the home location where the buyers are coming from. So we know we've had a lot of San Francisco clients, a lot of San Diego. It's a great place to set up a small campaign to throw out your listing is in those areas.
It is. And if you don't know where your buyers are coming from in the neighborhoods you're farming, set an appointment with First American and let them know. Or, and Josh, what did you have to say? Go ahead.
Oh, come talk to me and we can strategize about like what style of house it is and who's going to be the buyer for it. I had a house that was a Santa Barbara ranch. Guess where I sent it? I sent it to Santa Barbara. Guess who bought it? In Santa Barbara.
And First American can help you to give you the actual stats on where those buyers are actually coming from. But absolutely, Josh, you do really have a knack for strategizing on that stuff.
Are we done? You
know what? Actually, I also scroll all the way back down to the bottom one more time because Craig, you actually have or had, I don't know if you still have it, but you have Text BHGRE. And we set up your code. So that 950227, you could go into Text BHGRE and set it up so that code, when they text Craig, they get that information. So they get the information on that particular listing, or you can go into Text BHGRE and make sure that they get all of your listings or all of the company listings. Like you have options with how you set that up, but that's where you'll get the code if you do want to use that. Sorry, Jeff, I'm done.
No, it's great. Yeah, they were really wise when they created this page. This is a one-stop shop.
And even the QR code, when you put your phone over the QR code, that gives you a copy of the social media graphic that you can share. You can share it in text messages, by email, but it puts it directly on your phone, which is, we were talking about this yesterday. When I'm going to use some of these graphics, 90% of the time, I am not posting to social media from my computer. I'm doing it from my cell phone. So it's really nice to be able to just scan that QR code, get that copy of that photo so that you have it to be able to share it out everywhere. And it also comes with a landing page so that if you want someone to link back to it, you can. And by the way, I learned all that yesterday by sitting with Jeff.
Well, I think that QR code that's already pre-populated there for them, that one is already, it automatically just goes to the listing page.
Oh, that one goes to the listing page? I thought that went to the image.
No, that goes straight to the BHGRE listing page for that.
Okay.
And if you'll notice also back on that page down in the bottom right, you can look at your analytics and see where your viewership is coming from. It actually, through the IDX feed, it lets you know how many times you've been viewed on
where is that?
BHGRE. Zillow, he's been viewed 1,879 times on Zillow. Right. It looks like Realtor is not populating for him. Trulia 321 times. So you can see where so I mean, that's a great indicator right there of where Realtor.com, you're not getting any attention. I would make sure that all of my settings and everything in Realtor.com were in line with, because there's no way that somebody has to look at your listing. Yeah. So you would just, that would just trigger for something for me to just go look through my settings in Realtor.com.
That's a good idea.
The Realtor side of it.
Yeah.
And homes, homes.com too. Homes actually used to be part of
homes.com.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's all part of HomeSnap. HomeSnap bought homes.
Right.
So now all of that is managed. So you may want to go there as well, Craig, and just check out your Realtor settings, because it looks like something is limiting your flow of information to those outlets.
I'm glad I checked this page. I didn't realize that.
And honestly, I think that's a great point that I really feel like for every listing that I get, I want to come look at this page. And especially for those of you, like we should all be updating our sellers every week, right? And I know some of you will roll your eyes at me because it's not the market we've been in, but you're going to have to start updating your sellers every week. And what you're generally looking for when you're updating your sellers is giving them new information. But if there's no activity, you're looking for a change you can make to the listing every single week or something you can do, right? Like we're always trying to sell to the sellers what we're doing, right, to make our income that we're going to collect off of this worthwhile and to get the house sold. So what I would recommend is that maybe you don't have to come in here and click on every single piece on that right hand side where it says digital marketing center next to the little sold sign. Maybe you don't have to do every single one of those 5 items in the first week, but maybe you do one the first week, and then maybe you touch on another the second week. Maybe if in 3 weeks you don't have any offers on the property, now we run a pinpoint ad, right? Like there's different things you can do.
But out of everything that's there, the most important outside of the boost is going to give you bang for your buck. If you want to drop money, you'll get exposure. But that share with the social tool, that goes through the social media tool of Better Homes and Gardens. So that has
I clicked on it.
so many different outlets that it's impossible to even start to begin where all it goes.
Yeah, it just gives you something new to do every week.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
always staying fresh.
Hey guys, I gotta run. I'm gonna click this off because I gotta take my neighbor to her doctor's appointment.
Oh,
Hey,
Craig,
thank you
you're
for
such a
leading us
good
in tag today,
guy.
Craig.
We do appreciate it.
Got it. Thanks for everything. Bye.
All right, bye, Craig. Have a great day.
And if
All
you have a
right.
listing that it's not moving or you're not getting all of the clicks and things on there, send me over the link and let me take a look at it. A lot of people, your first 4 photos are the ones that share out to the realtor.com and all of the third-party sites. Most people, they take the photos from the photographer and they put them right in. So your first 4 photos are pictures of the outside of the house. There's no story there. So your first 4 pictures should be your money shot of the pool, of the mountain something, a kitchen, the master bathroom, or like the open living floor plan idea. So if you're not getting any traction on your stuff, send me the link. Let me take a look at it. Let me look at your verbiage. Let's readjust some of the photos. I do this each week with some of the agents here in Palm Springs. We readjust all the photos, kind of reshuffle things around so it looks fresh whenever an agent's scrolling through. They're not recognizing the address. We'll all just look at the photo, the main photo. Oh, that's a different picture. Click. So at least you're going to click from that agent.
Yep. As a matter of fact, Kara just took her listing off of the market and put it back on. She canceled it and put it back on and added some new night shots to it and made it look, I mean, it's it's still the same house, but man, those night shots are really cool ones. And they were very different from what I had seen before. So I didn't recognize it when it came back up in my search.
Yep.
Right. Until you click through, but that's all you want. You just want to get somebody to click through. So. But we are definitely having, I know I can feel it today. We are definitely having different conversations about our listings than we have in the past. So now is the time to dig into those listing tools so that when you get that listing, you know exactly what you're going to do with it. I'm going to just say it real quick. Eric, you're on my list this week. We're going to get you in front of some of these things because I know these are going to help you. Yeah, Jeff will be reaching out so that we can do some one-on-one time with you because I really feel like these are, with the amount of business you have going on right now and what you've been doing, this stuff is going to be really time saving for you. Because I know how hard it is when you've got multiple deals and transactions going on at the same time. So I think this will be good for you.
So
Timing on that is perfect. I just wrapped up a project that I had an obligation to fulfill, and so I have a lot of time, and I'm on board.
Awesome. Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I don't have a huge client book. So what I've done is I've bought the information from Title, and I'm going to put all of that information into these tools and to engage and create my drip system and do it. So that is kind of probably a great idea for you, Eric. You or anybody that has a database. But then you buy your farms. Like I know you bought yours and the one next door. You need to just pour that right into these tools and let it create, those automatic touch points for you where you create a campaign where it's a, introduction, and then, it touches them. You can literally, when it actually launches, you'll be able to tell it to do it could be every 2 days with an email or you can create it all at one time or as the campaign progresses. It's really a smart tool. It's a little front heavy, but you have to imagine if something is going to be running your campaign for you like that, it's going to take a little time to set up because it's got to be thought out and a strategy behind it. But I do believe that these tools, when we do get them, they're actually going to be really cool, and we're going to see results from them.
Good. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think especially as we get into this, we've been in a market that's been a frenzy. We keep calling it a feeding frenzy, but it's just really been a frenzy for all of us agents as well. And what you're going to find as the market starts to shift, you're going to have to start to do things a little differently. And you'll need to be reporting to your sellers. You're going to need to have more conversations with them than you have in the past. And these, specifically the tools we're talking about today, will really help you to be able to have a good strategy with each seller, and it helps you to be able to, every week you're doing something new, every week you're staying relevant, every week you're freshening things up. And if you ever feel like you're getting stale or stagnant on something, come see us, any one of us. And as a matter of fact, don't ever hesitate to copy all three of us on anything you send any one of us. Like we work so closely now, and like we're even on some days together 2 or 3 times a week. But we're working so closely, and we're helping each other because we know none of the three of us can do this alone either. Like this is a lot of stuff to take on, and in order to be able to help you, even Josh and I know we have to learn these tools so that we can help direct you to Jeff at the right times, and that we can help you with some things. Like we even saw the benefit in being able to go on to, for Josh being for Josh being able to go in and print a flyer for you real quick, or me being able to go in and help you print a listing presentation when you have one that comes up at the last minute and you don't know how to use the tools. But the more you can do, the more self-sufficient you can be, and the better you'll be able to kind of take on these things as they come up, because we all know it's why we have stuff pre-printed. Like you have to be ready to go at a moment's notice. When somebody says they're ready to list their house, you need to get out the door and go to the appointment. So if you don't have the stuff prepared in advance, then you need to have a fast way to do that. And Jeff has the tools for that. So thank you for all the time you're putting into it. Before we just were talking about this yesterday, before Jeff was here back with us, Josh and I were really digging into this and trying to do as much as we could with it. But whoo, man, we are glad we have a Jeff.
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't have,
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have too much else for today. Do you guys, if you have anything else that you want, you're more than welcome to unmute yourself now and ask. I want to know how you're doing this. What are you doing with your filters?
That is hilarious.
I mean,
Oh my
we can't.
God.
Like, I think we need this from you.
We can't end this call because I've only tried 2 of them. And there's a million.
Oh, that's cute. I haven't seen those.
Oh
Where
my
is
God.
that?
That's hilarious.
I get a medal for that one. The whole math thing.
God.
All right. Well, does anybody have any, Eric, do you have anything you want to ask or anything you guys want to throw out?
Shout out to Josh for making a great postcard for me. And Jeff for helping me on my listing that I needed help on time wise. And Stephanie, thank you for always reaching out every week and making sure that I'm okay.
Boom. Thank you.
Oh, and Luke, can't forget Luke. Thank
Yeah.
you, Luke. I
Thank
sent
you.
several escrows over, and they went all so smoothly. I was very happy.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so happy.
Yeah. that
Thank
makes
you
me
for
very
that.
happy. Awesome. Well, we're all very pleased to be here and helping you guys. That is what we're here for. And we know that what you do every day is not easy. I mean, what we do every day is not easy, but what you guys do every day is really not easy. And so it's a pleasure for us to be able to be here to help you and support you in any way that you need. And we all appreciate, I don't know, especially I appreciate it because I've been in places where I didn't have the flexibility, but we appreciate the flexibility that our ownership, that Ben and John and everybody else gives us to be able to do what we need to do to help you guys. It's wonderful, and it's very much appreciated, and we appreciate you guys. So have a great rest of your Friday. Have an amazing weekend. If there's anything you guys need this weekend, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us, text or call. And later today, I'll send you guys. Right. Yeah. Right. Later today, I'll send you guys all an email so that you have a copy of today's meeting and my email signature with a link if you want to book an appointment with me. All right. Have a great
And
rest of your
same
day.
here. You'll have my link today too to book times. It's
Awesome.
just that easy.
Awesome.
Click.
And And we'll plan on getting Josh's next week, maybe.
Hey.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a great
Have a
rest of
great
the week.
weekend.
All right. Bye.